All right, good day, everyone. Thanks for joining us here in the charts. We have a few requests for this stock. 71% increase incoming potentially. Stick around for all the details. We have two entry points that we'll explore. Not necessarily a time frame in which this could happen, but the price levels of entry in your sim account, I think we'll be pretty clear on those levels here in this video. So yeah, let's get right into it, guys. Welcome back, loyal family. If you're new here, we only explore price action. Thanks for sticking around. I'm my lowest subscribers. Let's go ahead and dive right into the charts here. Sure. So today's February the 1st, 2024, and the previous close of tomorrow, $18.60, slightly positive close, 4.9% for the day. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we record one day ahead, so if it's a different date, don't mind it, guys. Recording previous day here. All right, so I actually found a bullish pattern. This is an inverted head and shoulders pattern. They're pretty simple. They have a neckline, and to identify them, you just find the neckline and make sure that the left shoulder and the right shoulder are higher than the head. That's kind of a basic. There's a lot more to it, but that's just a basic way of finding them, okay, and understanding what you're looking at, okay? Also, the price target, to find that, you just take the neckline, measure down to the lowest point of the head, take the trend line, and you measure in between the two. Take that little trend line, put it on the breakout right there. And that's how I was able to find that $34 price target. So very simple to understand bullish pattern, okay? The only unusual thing about this is, from my very, very brief experience in the financial markets, I rarely or if I have ever seen a bullish pattern, inverted head and shoulders pattern break out, and then it returns back to the neckline without reaching the price target. So for that reason, I did want to just show you guys that I did find this. Maybe a lot of people found it. It's pretty obvious, right? But the reason that I'm not sure how to proceed at this point is because it did not reach the price target and it's back below the neckline. So what we're going to do is just kind of scratch it out and start fresh. Let's just kind of put our eyes on a brand new naked chart. All right. So as we back out here, the first thing I do, like if I can't, like if in this case, like if, you know, again, it broke back below that neckline of the bullish pattern, inverted head and shoulders. The first thing I do is I look at the trend. So as I back out, I don't really see anything trending. I just see like explosions after consolidation, right? So if I can't really find out what the trend is, it's just kind of, you know, all over the place, just a volatile stock. The next thing I'll do is, since if I want to get bullish, which I'm not getting bullish, guys. This is just a request that I'm going over. The next thing I'll do if I want to get bullish in the market is just look for higher lows. So I think if you guys are looking at the screen, it's pretty obvious for you and for me as well to see the last two higher lows, which can be identified here at about November 2022. That low, right? It's lower than the lowest point over here, which was at like pennies on the dollar. And the last higher low, which is located right around in about September 2023. So I've identified two higher lows. And if I just take this very small area of price action, again, just trying to base what's going on in the market and base my entry on higher highs and higher lows. With this information or this small area of price action, the next thing that I do is just look for the previous high. And that could be identified right around here. So you could take like a horizontal line and put it at that previous high. Sometimes what I do is I put it at the close of the green candle. Let's zoom in here so I can show you which one that is. And this isn't like set in stone, guys. Again, what I'm trying to do is just kind of put myself in the position of, I think AP, if you sent out the request, thank you for the request. Put myself in the position of someone who wants to get bullish in this market. So these are the things that I look for. In the previous high, what did I say? We're going to zoom in here. You see the close of, sorry guys. You see the close of this green candle right here, July 2023. You could just put the horizontal line at that level because this is the previous high, and you can put the horizontal line at the close of that candle. All right. Again, just basic information to try to determine an entry. So I guess we should explain the thumbnail, guys. The 71% really quickly. Let me just go over that for, it is, I guess it's not really clickbait, but it's based on an entry point of the level that I just showed you at that close of that green candle. And it's about $18.11. So if you take $18.11 and you measure it on up to this level right around here. So at about $31 is right around here. It's about a 71% increase. So that's how I got the thumbnail, the previous high, and assuming that the market will continue higher to the previous, sorry, not the previous high, the last highest point based on the small area of price action that we're looking at. That's the price target that I think the market will go up to if the 1811 level holds, which is the previous level of resistance. Hopefully you guys are with me and it's not too confusing, right? So that's the first entry point in your sim account if that level returns to the market, right? If it goes back down to 1811. Now the alternative level, just in case the $18.11 does not hold, the next level, what I would look for as a low risk entry point is I pull out my Fibonacci retracement level. And again, based on this small area of price action, what I'll do is I'll measure my Fibonacci retracement level from the last higher low up to the last highest point based on, again, the small area of price action that we're looking at, since we would like to get bullish. So let's just pull out my fib and I'll show you what that looks like. Excuse me. So you guys know, hopefully you guys remember my infamous levels. Again, we'll start from the lows, measure to the highs, right around there to that wick. So you guys should know by now my infamous levels on the Fibonacci retracements, and it's going to be the 0.618, which is the white level, the 0.786, and this not so secret level is the 0.886. So speaking of which, that will be the level that I would prefer, whether it happens or not. This is how I determine my entries, right? That would be the level which is currently at about $9.90. It's just below $10, which I think is where AP was determining he'd wait for his entry. But if you are doing long-term investing, guys, it's not practical to wait for specific levels. It's better to dollar cost average. That's just my opinion. That's what I do. Of course, do it as you wish. Okay. But just closing out, the previous level of the previous high, 1811, will be the first level. Just kind of erasing all these Fibonacci retracement levels, not making it confusing. 1811 would be the one level to start. And the alternative level would be $9.90, just below $10. So those would be my two practical entry levels on Mara. If I were entering this market, not entering this market, not necessarily interested, honestly. But those would be the two levels if I were bullish in this market. And the price target, of course, for the short-term investors, guys, this is not the long-term or mid-term. Short-term, $31 and some change. Yeah, so 31.24. It's just revisiting the highs, right? If it starts to do that slow, methodical touchback of some of the fib levels, preferably the 0.886, yeah, it's likely you'll get a slow move and at least a conservative revisit to the last high, $31 and some change. All right. So that's all I have for this stock, guys. Hopefully this is enough information. Thank you for the request. And that's how we're going to end out the video. So if you guys don't mind doing me a huge favor before you go, by simply leaving an appropriate thumb, I'd appreciate it on the video if you enjoyed the content. Pardon my voice, guys. I'm a little under the weather. Pardon me. And leave a comment so that the YouTube algorithm can promote the video on the channel. Thank you for your continued support. If you guys are new, we also explore the alternative market, Bitcoin and Dogecoin for now. So you can kindly join us here on this interesting journey. And we'll send it out to you momentarily. Welcome in. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for your time. Remember to always have a strategy before you enter the market. Keep that positive energy flowing. We'll talk soon. And bye for now, guys and gals.